Hey everyone, this is Tess Mahan, and I wanted to make a video to help out some legendary marketer members on setting up their Sendlane with the 45-day follow-up series from Dave Sharp. And I wanted to kind of walk you through, there are instructions in Sendlane. There are good help instructions on making an autoresponder message and making a campaign and making a workflow. But I wanted to go through specifically how to do some of these particular email follow-ups that have a lot of images in them, which has been a little confusing for people to figure out how to add. So let's just go through how to do this and what it means. First of all, you need to make autoresponder messages. And in Sendlane, it used to be under this autoresponder tab. If you can see this, I'm circling it in your column, the left-hand column, where it says autoresponders. But if you click on that now, it will say that autoresponders have been moved to automations. So that's where you need to go, is under automations. Now I have instructions that I have typed up step by step on how to set up autoresponder messages. I'm editing them to include the instructions to set up automations, how to log in. Here I show, like, first step, log into your Sendlane account and click on automations. The left side column, default view will be all automations you have included, including any autoresponders and workflows. If you don't have anything set up, there won't be anything there, so you're going to have to create from there. So I'm going to edit these instructions so that they include the information on how to find this under what they call automations now, and not just that the instructions I had. So if you want a copy of this instruction, written instruction, just message me and I'll send it to you. Otherwise, I will step through this for you. Now, as you can see in this back office here for automations, I have both a workflow. You see this blue box here, it says workflow active. And then this David Sharp 45-day follow-up says autoresponder active. So they are two different things. If you need to know what those are, you can Google, or you can go in Sendlane and ask. I have a link here on Sendlane help instructions. What is an automation? Maybe I'll put these below this video on YouTube. That might be helpful. This explains the automation within Sendlane. It triggers off what happens to new subscribers. And that can be either an autoresponder series, which is what you set up in advance before people start subscribing to your list. So when a new subscriber hits a list, you're telling it to send these automatic messages, auto-respond to these new subscribers in this series. How you can make the whole 45 days in there, 45 autoresponder messages each day, day 1, day 2, day 3, so on. A workflow is more advanced. It is more advanced on what you want to do with subscribers when certain actions happen. You're going to tell Sendlane, hey, when this subscriber hits this new list, do this, send them this message. If they click on this link, then do this. If they unsubscribe, do this. If they, there's much more involved in working with a workflow and more steps on what you want to have triggered to your subscribers when they take certain actions. So I'm not going to go through a lot of workflow information, but that's what that means. Then there's also something called a campaign. Campaigns are considered broadcast messages. If you're an Aweber subscriber or GetResponse, if you use those for your autoresponders, I use Aweber. I'm used to the words broadcast message, and then Aweber says legacy follow-up messages. Follow-up messages in Aweber are the same as an autoresponder message in Sendlane, and then a campaign in Sendlane is the same as sending a broadcast message in Aweber. So if you need to send out a message to everybody in your list, all your subscribers, you would want to do it as a campaign. If you have added subscribers to a list in Sendlane and you never set up any autoresponder messages, then you're going to have to send out campaign to get information out to them and emails out to them. If you now go set up autoresponder messages in there, it will not go out to existing subscribers. It cannot be triggered to go out to existing list of subscribers in your Sendlane. It only gets triggered when new subscribers are added. So you have to have the autoresponder messages added in before you start adding subscribers to your Sendlane if you want them to work. So I was helping someone with their Sendlane here, and they already had subscribers in there. So we've done both. We've set up an autoresponder series of the 45 days to trigger when new subscribers are added. And then we've set up the 45-day messages in a campaign to go out as broadcast messages every single day. I'm going to do a separate video on how to set up campaigns. So let's just do the autoresponder messages. If you don't have an autoresponder message set up, any series autoresponder set up, you would be in this automation section and you would click on this button that says add automation right over here. Okay, so we're going to go through that, add automation. You're going to type a name in here. So we're going to do 45, let's do legendary 45-day test, because I'm going to delete this later. And then you would click autoresponder group because that's what you wanted in, and then hit next. Okay, now there's nothing here. There's no autoresponders. Let me show you what it looks like when it has autoresponders in it. Let's go through, get rid of this one and go back. I'll show you what the, you must always go through these steps. I'll tell you about this in a minute. Okay, this is the existing 45-day follow-up. You see LM follow-up number 1, number 2, number 3. They go through, and it says right here what day it's created, edited, send out 1 day after subscription, send out 2 days after. Now, I did 1 day after subscription because we have a welcome email that in there that goes out as a right away as a broadcast. So this came out 1 day after subscription. If you want to edit one of these, like number 11 that has all the pictures, you would click on it and the box goes around it, but it doesn't open it until you go up to here and hit edit. So that's what we did with this one. And we want to go to the design tab, which shows all the pictures I have on that one. Okay, so we're going to go through that in a moment, but let's start fresh. We'll start with number 1, okay? So the first thing it's going to ask you to do is to choose your recipients here. Now, you have to have a list already made, and we have 2 lists here, and let's say we want to send it to just this list, a legendary marketer list. So anybody who gets added to this list called legendary marketer is going to trigger to get this autoresponder message. So you pick what list to include for this autoresponder message, click save. It says the recipients have been saved successfully. Now it asks you to add the autoresponder. It's just so clunky. It's so awkward. I'm not a fan of Sendlane. Okay, so add autoresponder, not user-friendly. Okay, this is where you name your, it says name your campaign. I mean, come on, why call it a campaign when a campaign is a broadcast message that goes out right away? You're doing an autoresponder. It's so confusing. So don't feel bad if you're confused. It's confusing. So the first you would want to do is your follow-up. Let's call it follow-up number 1. This is my test one though. All right, what you should do while you make these 45 messages is have them open on another screen. If you download in your back office, you can download Dave Sharp 45 follow-up emails in a Word doc. This is what it looks like with all these yellow highlights. Let me show you where it's at. Let me switch screens again. Sorry to be doing this, but here you go. Legendary back office. Go under My Business here, tab at the top. Click on Links right here. Click on Email Copy all the way down here. And there we go. Here's the email copy sequence, which will give you the Word doc of all the emails. Then the images you need to download that go into email number 10 and number 11 have images. That's where you download the images. Okay, so let's go back. What you need to keep in mind, when you copy from a Word document and put it into Sendlane, it will not carry over bolding, it won't carry over this yellow highlights. It won't carry over this bold and italic. You have to do all that formatting when you're in Sendlane, but it will give you the email. You are going to have to insert links in here where it says insert link to the sales video. You're going to have to put in the correct personalization tag. This says first name personalization right here and up here, but that is not the way it is formatted in Sunlane. Every autoresponder has their own personalization tagging, so you have to make sure you're going to use that correctly. I have another document I can send you if you'd like that has more explanation on using Sendlane personalization tags, which this is how it looks in Sendlane. VAR _first _name, all capitals. That is the tag that you have to use in a Sendlane autoresponder or campaign message or workflow message to get Sendlane to replace that with the first name of the prospect when they opted in. Remember where they put in their name and their email address on your capture page? So if you want that to happen in Sendlane, you have to format it in this way, var underscore first underscore name. Okay. Now, don't paste subject line or body copy in your emails. This is only to help you see where they stop and start. Don't copy email number 1. Don't copy subject line. Don't copy body copy. All right? That's just to help you get through this. All right. So this copy of this file that says LM email swipes 45 days updated 12/17, I can share that with you. I have replaced the personalization tags with the correct ones. And I have left some things highlighted that you need to replace, but I've gone ahead and helped you put in the sales video links that you need with X's for your affiliate ID that you still have to replace, including video links that are often hard to people to locate for, let's see, let me go find one of them for you. One of these videos has one. Here, email number 7 asks for you to replace the video with the income goals video link. Where do you get the income goals video link? Well, here it is. I replaced it for you in email number 7. And financialstressnow.com/email/setting-income-goals.php. You still have to put your affiliate ID number in here, which I have 4 X's, and now I know people are up to 5 numbers. And then you can still put a tracking tag after this. If you want a tracking tag, you always put an and TID equals XXXX. What is the tracking tag? You could put email, number 7. So you know if they click on that link and then they sign up, then they are tagged from that email. That's where they came from, email number 7. That is the format of tracking tags. You can put whatever you want as your tracking tag after the TID equals, but that's the format you use. Okay, so let's go back. Email number 1, we're going to walk through. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Here we go. All right, so from this text file where the subject line is, highlight it, copy it. I use Command C on my Macintosh. I think if you right click, you can hit copy. Yes, look at that. All right, then we go over, that is our subject line. Paste. Okay? Then hit next. When should the autoresponder email be sent out? If you want this to go out immediately, then you change this to a 0. At what time? Just time subscribed is fine, and make sure leave every day checked off. So any day that they subscribe, at any time they subscribe, they will get this first one. Then you hit next. Okay, choose a template to start with. My templates pre-design or start from scratch. If you've made a template, you would choose that, but nobody usually has one already made in there. Templates ready for your content, start from scratch. Use our layout, styled editor, email editor, or develop a reusable template. Which one is it? Templates ready for, I think it's pre-designed. Let's try that. No. It's not that, sorry. You could look through those, see if there's something you like. Okay. This defaults to having it in the middle. You can see this by hitting this content button, selecting, put your cursor in this box, and you can see that the justification is in the center. I like to have it to the left. I like to have my margin, my text running on the side of my left side of my emails. So it starts with a headline, begin designing your email, and then it's got text here. You don't have to have a headline, but as you can see in this email number 11 next to me, I liked the headline. I liked putting that right at the top. And what I decided to do as a headline was my email subject. Why not have it again? You don't have to. But now see how it is not bolded? It is not highlighted. It's not bigger, so you can bold it. You can make it bigger by hitting the A here for the size of the font and drag this over and make it bigger, okay? Then this gets to replace with text. So let's go back to our email, go to the body copy. We want to select all of this, copy and paste, copy, go back to our body, our text box, select all this, delete it, paste your copy text. Now, let's just eliminate this so we don't have that, so it doesn't look like that. Okay, so this is what we're going to start with. It's 14 font size, 14 points, so that's fine. Okay, now what you should do most preferably is to have something to introduce people. You should do an introductory welcome to Legendary and something about you, explaining who you are, a little bit of your story, and that you're going to be sharing a series of emails with them from Dave Sharp, who's going to tell you more about how Dave started this business, why it's something that's going to be of value to them, why they can learn how to do internet marketing, why they should be opening these emails. So that should be your first email number 0 that goes out immediately. This should be Dave's message should be number 1. It shouldn't go out the first day. It should go out as one day after. Okay, so what you need to do then is replace the X's here with whatever your number is, whatever your affiliate ID number is, needs to get replaced there. And this paragraph says, for now, the personalization variable first name, I need you to whitelist the email address, and then insert email address here. That's your email address. That's the email address that this is coming from, whatever your Sendlane email address is. So whatever it's coming in the from for your emails going out, you need to put that there so that they know what to whitelist. Okay, so this one doesn't have any images, but I think you should add an image of yourself afterwards. Okay, and how you do that is you add an image box. I would add something on every email that it's coming from you too, so that connects you and Dave together all the time. In Sendlane, you'd go over to this little sections. Content. Go back to content, text, title, image, button, divider, spacer, social. You want an image. Click, drag down. You see where it's this line became pink? Go where the line is, drop it. And it says select or drop an image here. Now you have an image box, and you can go to your computer. I'll put my regular picture in here. Upload a picture. Okay? Again, I like to have it justified over to the left. This doesn't say justify, it says alignment. Sendlane does not have congruency between their systems. They change the names of everything. Very confusing. I don't like it. If I haven't told you that already. Alignment would be left. Now I want to put my name in there too, right? I want to say something, maybe I'm going to say, connect with me on Facebook. And I might, let's, here. Okay. That would be a word I'd highlight and go up to this little paperclip to make a link. And that's where I'm going to put my link to my Facebook page. Oops, spell that right. Hit the submit. Okay, so that will hyperlink. See how that's hyperlinked? I put my little cursor over there. Okay. If I want something below this picture, I can't type below the picture. It's an image box. That's all it is. I have to put another text box below it. I have to hit content, text, click and drag. Now see, I don't want to drop it here. I don't want to be where that pink line is above my image. I want it below. So I got to get the pink line where I want to drop it. Let go, and there's my text box. And then you can start typing and put information in there. Okay? So once you have this looking how you want to go up to the corner up on the top right, hit save and continue. This is why it takes so long to do these. Now it gives you a whole review showing you're all set to send it. Review this. The autoresponder will be sent immediately after the email subscribed to the following list. I'm going to change that to be 1 day. Include these lists. Make sure it has the list you want to include, not anything else or missing a list. Here's the subject line. Tracking is on means we'll report the number of people that clicked on your email. The design, hey, your email looks good. You must click this Start Autoresponder. If you don't click this pink button that says Start It, it will stay in draft mode. Even though everything is checked off in green and saying you're good, 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 it's not going to work until you hit this button, Start Autoresponder. Then you still, oh, wait. Are you sure you want to start? Maybe not. Yeah, start it. Oh my God, it's like, please, yes. This is why it takes so long to load these 45, because you're constantly saving, waiting, saving, waiting, saving, waiting, start, wait. That's why. Okay, so this one is done. Now I say, oh wait, I don't want it to start immediately after subscription. I want to, do it 1 day after. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to click edit. And then it opens up. Now you can click the next button to move along, or you can click on one of these on the side. Say you want to go straight to designing and you don't want to, get into the autoresponder setup. You can click design and move right ahead. But we're going to just go next, because that's where we are going to change, instead of within the hour, to 1 day. Then we hit next. Wait while it spins. And I have fast internet. I have high-speed internet. Oh, okay. Wait, we got to save and continue. Saving. Okay, you think you're done and you can just go on and back out and go to check something else? No. If you left it like this, even though you already started it previously, but because you changed something and edited it, you have to start it again. Otherwise, it will go back to draft mode and it won't go out. And start it again. And take a drink of water. Okay, let's do number 11, which is the hardest one to do, okay? So next, you would go to number 2, 3, 4, 5. This is why it takes you hours and hours to do 45 messages. Okay, add autoresponder. It is number 11. Don't use the test. Let's go get the subject line. Let's go find number 11. Sorry to scroll so fast, everybody. Number 11. There's 10. Okay, number 11. This is what got me to today. Copy. I should do this. Sorry. I'm copying with my my keyboard, my shortcuts. Paste. Paste. Next. When do I want this to go out? Well, this would be the 11th email, and it would be the 11th day then. If you've done an intro email as 0, then this would be number 11. Hit next. Start from scratch. Okay, click into the text box. Move it justified to the left. Headline. We're going to replace, I'm putting that same headline I just did, but see how it loses its formatting. Pain in the ass. Turn up the font. Turn up the font. Turn up the font. I think on this other, well, let's see, let's look at where I got it already. I made it a hyperlink, actually. I hyperlinked it. Yep, to the bridge page. Okay, stop doing that. Okay. Go back. So you could do that. We can go back to, you get lost in here. It's like once you're in here, like you click on the font size and you start playing with the font size, then you're like, well, what happened to my bolding? And where are all my little icons? You have to click on this little arrow back. So there's your bolding. Let's make it a hyperlink. So if they would like to go to the sales page from there, which is this link right here, endfinancialstressnow.com/secret/startnow.php question mark AID equals. You must have that. AID equals and your number, your affiliate number, or you will not get tagged, you will not get credit. So I've highlighted what I want to make as a hyperlink. I click on the paperclip, I paste the link in there, and see how it ends in AID equals, and then I'm going to put my number, which is 512. Hit submit. So now it's a hyperlink. So if they put their mouse over it, they might want to click on it and go visit something. Guess what? People like to click on things. People like to click on hyperlinks. They land on this email and the very first thing they open up is a hyperlink. This is what got me to where I am today. Well, what is it? Let me go find out. They might not read any of the more of the email. They'll just go hyper right over to the sales page. Hyperlink. That's why they call it a hyper. Okay. So now we're going to do the text and the images. Okay. So let's go to the body copy. This is how I'm going to tell you how to get through this. This is a complicated one. All right, so we have all of this. Let's go down. We got lots of pictures in this one. I'm scrolling and scrolling. Okay, that's the whole one. All right, we're going to copy it. We're going to go put this huge thing into our text right there. Get rid of this sample text and paste everything. Okay, can we get back into the text box, please? Sendlane, please. Paste. Okay. Now see, all the yellow highlights went away. So you're like, where did that go? I mean, your text box, your little font thing follows you. All right. This is one huge text box, but you need images in here. You know, this might be a confusing way to show all this, but okay, let's get this going. Content, image, click, drag to the bottom, drop where the pink line is. Okay, so what's our first image that goes in this picture? You see the mansion picture over here? I have it done over correctly on this side. This is how it's going to look, okay? All right, we need an upload of Dave's house, the new house. It says, I went from living into tiny one-bedroom houses to living in 5,000 square foot mansions and being able to buy these homes with cash. I need to upload a picture of Dave's house. Let me go get that. Because I downloaded my email pictures already, it's under email images. Sorry. Here we go. LM email, new house. There's the picture. Click it open. If you want to adjust the size of the picture, you click on it. It doesn't show you that I've clicked on it, but I am clicking on it, and then you can see you're in it because the image is up here and it says image settings. You can replace it, you can remove it, and you can size it by clicking and dragging. And see how you can change the size? Because if it's too big on someone's email when they open it, you don't want to do that. You can link the image someplace by putting a link right here, and you can have alternate text on it if you want, if you're doing that for SEO purposes. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is between then upload photos of Dave's house. Then this text right here, between these uploads, right here has to go, and it's in between these two pictures. You see how that little text is right there in between? Well, it cannot get there without a text box. So we are going to go under Content, Text Box, click and drag. Make sure you are holding on to it and roll down and get below the pink line underneath. Guess what? It didn't work. This happens all the time with Sendlane. Click, drag down. There it is. Add some spaces so you can see it. Okay, now I've got my box. Go back up here. I am going to copy this and cut it, remove it, cut, and put it down here. Paste. There it is. Great. Okay, now underneath that I need an image. Content, image, click, drag. Watch where the pink line is. Not there, down here. Oop, didn't work. Do it again. Pink line, pink line, pink line on the bottom. Got it this time. Okay, and what you can do if you want to get ahead of yourself is to put in some image and text boxes. Since this one has like 5 images, how many? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we added that one. That's a group shot from the Legendary Marketer event in Tampa. So let's put a text box down here below so we can do this in advance and be ready. Well, you know what? It's not doing it. I think I had this problem. You got to put the images in. It won't let you add another text box. All right, so the next image, we did this one with Dave's house, so let's delete that. We need to upload photos of the beat-up truck and the Ranger. Oh, not yet. Wait a minute. Let's do that back. Sorry. No, that is not right. The beat-up truck and the Ranger. Because the text says, I went from driving trucks that I had to start with a screwdriver to driving the truck of my dreams. Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm missing it on the other. Good one. Let's go fix this one. Okay. Content, image. There we go. Let's add this old truck. I was missing it. Okay, and let's format that down a little. There we go. Okay, so we'll save that when I'm done. So that's what we need, 2 images. Old truck first. So you got to read the text to see what image you got to put in there and what makes sense. Now I need another. Don't make these too big. Make sure you size these down. I mean, people don't need to see huge, gigantic pictures. Back to content. Click on content. Click and drag an image down to the bottom. Drop. Click in the box. Select new car. Open to upload it. Way too big. Click on the image. Make sure it says image settings. There's your image. Drag this down. Okay, perfect. Go back up to see where we left off. Okay, I went from driving trucks. That we already put that text in where it belongs. We uploaded the photos of the beat-up truck and the Ranger. Now we have to put this text. I went from being stuck in one city, having to pretend that I enjoyed the rare staycations, into traveling around to Rome. So we have 2 paragraphs of text and then a picture of Rome. So let's copy. Let's copy the whole 2 paragraphs. Okay. Select. We're going to cut it actually. We don't need it there anymore. Go down the bottom. We need to put a text box on the bottom. So go back to hitting content, text, drag. I immediately start putting some return characters so I can see where I'm at. Then we're going to paste those 2 paragraphs in there. Okay, now we need to go back to content and we need an image on the bottom. Watch where the pink bar is. Da-da, da-da. Drop on the bottom. It worked. Select, find Rome. Da-da, da-da, Rome. Open. Okay, select the picture, make sure the picture is in your image settings, size this down. I wouldn't do bigger than 300 by 300, so about 250, 270, that's fine, okay? All right, let's go see what else we need. Upload the photo of Rome, we did that. Now we need this paragraph, and then we're gonna put the Caribbean vacation picture. Select it and cut that text. Go down the bottom. Select content over on the left. Text box. Click and drag down to the bottom. put some returns so you can see it. All right, then we are going to roll down here and right click, paste that text that we had just copied, add a little space there. Okay, going well. Hey, we're missing an I. How'd that happen? I don't know. Okay, now we need to load the picture of the Caribbean vacation. So we're going to hit content, image, drag that down, select Caribbean vacation. You will be ready and save time when you have this all set up and selected and you have the file, you have everything downloaded and titled so you know what is what, okay? All right, scroll back up to see where we left off. All of this text gets to go in the next section. So we're going to select it, cut it out because we don't want it there anymore. Scroll down, hit content, text, watch your pink line, get down to the bottom, drop. Hit some return so you can see it, and then we're going to paste it. Okay, make sure it looks good. If it needs to be moved down, go to the top of it, move it down or bring it up. But you want to have a little, formatting. You want it to have a little space in between. Okay, so let's go back up. Upload a screenshot of Dad's truck video. All right, take that out. Roll back down the bottom, hit content, image, drag and drop where your pink line is on the bottom. Click in that box. We want Truck for Dad picture, which is a screenshot of the video that you see in the sales video, but it's not the video. You're just doing the screenshot. Make sure you've got the image settings here and size it down. It does not have to be that huge. Okay. Then we have, what do we have? Text. This text box, we're going to take it and cut. Go back down, hit content, text, drag, drop, few returns. Okay, go back up a little space here and paste. Give me another return to give me a little space after the two paragraphs, and then let's see what comes next. Upload a photo of Dave's team earning checks on stage. If you don't have something like that, you don't have to include a picture there. We have one of a legendary group at Tampa. If you've gone to an event, you should have some pictures. You can put any kind of group event on there. I'm not sure where that picture is right now of mine, so I'm gonna just, let's see, LM event, I think I might have it under. Yeah, that's me. Okay, let's just put that one. So pretend that's the stage one, and we'll size that down. But we had the stage one here of everybody on stage. Okay, so we did that, and then all that's left is all of this text that comes after that last picture. So we're going to highlight it, and we're going to cut it because we don't need it anymore. And you need to get rid of all this white space that you've removed stuff and bring it up so that it looks nice to the right by this picture of the house. Go down the bottom, content, text box, click and drag where your pink line is, drop your text box, add some spaces, right click and paste. Dun, dun, dun. Don't forget to go back and replace your X's with your equals and your number. Mine would be 512. If you want to take this whole link out and change it to a word, you can cut that link out and say, watch video here, whatever words you want, whatever text you want, and then you can highlight it, click on the little paper clip, which is a link, paste your link, hit submit. Okay, so then you have a hyperlink for words. All right, now when you're all done and you then want to put don't forget, you got to put yourself down there on the bottom. You're going to drag your little image box down there, and my little picture is Wall of Money. That's because there's all the money behind me. Money, 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 money. And then that one I like to keep over the left. And then I have a signature that I put on the bottom, which has my website and my Facebook and my business page on Facebook and all that stuff. And that would be in a text box down at the bottom. Okay? Now we will save this. I'm surprised I've gone this whole video without somebody trying to message me. Okay, click and save. And then hit Start Autoresponder. And start Autoresponder again. Now you can see right here, included recipients. It says right here, it's saying it's going to be sent 11 days because it's email number 11. And, you know, I don't know why they confirm it twice. It gives you all that information in green before then, but it asks you to do it again. But you've got to hit start. Let me go ahead and save this one that I just added that image to. Remember, I didn't have it correct. So, hey, let me show you what happens when you don't hit the start and finish this, right? Let's go back to something else and go back to dashboard and go to automations and go to my test one and, oh, it wasn't in my test one, sorry. It was in the regular. Where's number 11? Look, draft, draft. It's not active. All that work and it's not active because you didn't go all the way through and hit start, start. Don't make that mistake. So let's go back and turn it on. Little trick here. Now once I open it up to edit it, I do not have to go through all these next steps. I can go right to confirm the last step on the left. Click the start. Hit the start. It's really annoying. Did I tell you I don't like Sendlane? Okay, so that's my little walkthrough for autoresponder messages. You got to do that 45 times. Make a lot of coffee, get comfy, take a couple days. It'll take you a long time. I have done it for people, but I have charged a lot of money to do that. And not that I'm trying to get business from people, but it takes a lot of time. So I have to, because I can't give away 2 days of my time for that without charging. So I'm sorry if I have to do that. Okay, so if you need these any help with getting these instructions and printed, or you want a copy of this email swipes the way I've got it for you with all the links already replaced, just send me a private message and I will shoot that over to you. And I hope everyone's doing good, and I will talk to you later. Let me stop this video. Bye-bye. Stop record.